Good morning, everybody. About your homework assignment for week 2, I will have them all graded by Friday. If for some reason I can't have that done by Friday, you'll hear from me. Also, I wanted to remind you that I know next week is Labor Day. It's a holiday for us in the States, and I want to remind you that even though it is a holiday, doesn't necessarily mean that your assignment due dates are changed by a day. It doesn't. You're still going to have to turn in your assignments on Monday, no problem. Okay, so let's talk about week 3. We're looking at lessons where you will begin to think about vocation, and looking at Smith, he defines 4 different types of vocation. It could be that God has you planted exactly where he wants you to be, working in your vocational area, and Smith can help you look at that and go forward from there. Then we're going to look at how do you prioritize your time. One of the things that Covey does really well is to help you begin to define all the tasks that you have, take you through some exercises in the reading about how you prioritize. And maybe that can begin to shed some light on why you prioritize the way you do, and maybe help you to look at some opportunities for change. So let's look at the objectives. This week we're going to compose a visual presentation. That means a PowerPoint of some sort. Applying research method, we're going to ask you to begin to look at doing some investigative background on some of the work that we want you to do. You're going to learn how to apply MLA citation, express the benefits of thinking vocationally, and then understand how to be effective in your work through time management. Okay, so let's look at your readings. You have a Covey reading looking at habit number 3, putting first things first. As I said earlier, what he's going to do is to take you through some mental exercises, maybe even some that you may want to write down, and look at how do you prioritize and making sure that you put the right things first and what really needs to be second. Smith has the courage and calling, your thinking vocationally, and the 4 different types of callings that you might fall into one of those 4. And then Lunsford, the everyday writer, preparing a research project. How do you do research? How do you narrow your topic and your focus, that kind of thing. Okay, online we have a PowerPoint presentation that we want you to go and watch, and it talks about how to cite work inside a PowerPoint presentation. So that's really important. That's one of the things that you're going to have to learn as part of your academic career with Moody. And then writing a personal mission statement. We do have a sample paper. There's a screencast for you to look at on why this personal mission statement happens to be good. And later I'll show you where you can find an example personal mission statement that was good. Then we're looking at some audios and videos. What about time management, and how Covey taught somebody how to do good time management, and then the research process, looking at how you do research at Moody. Okay, we have the Skills Builder. Again, Skills Builder is a non-graded so you don't have to do anything you don't have anything to turn in, but we do recommend that you go through it. Creating your PowerPoint presentation. That's your big assignment for this week. It is due at the end of the week. And basically what you're going to do is you're going to give me a PowerPoint presentation about the 4 different callings that you've read about from your Smith reading. Now, the main focus of this particular assignment is to tell me about your particular calling. So you can give me a brief summary of what the 4 callings are, and then I want you to look at when you've decided which of the 4 callings what I want you to do is look at the 4 callings and decide which of the 4 callings really best fits you. And then tell me a little bit about it, you know, some of your experiences and some of the testimonials. Perhaps you may have some of others that have told you this is really your calling and why. So you're going to give me that information. It needs to be at least 7 slides long. Don't forget a title slide. And as you go through your PowerPoint presentation, make sure that you do your works cited. Again, use the library guide presentation to help you figure out how to get all of that done. Okay, the procrastination flowchart. Oops, that is part of, it's just a little fun little chart that you can go through that helps you look at what kind of procrastinator you are. Maybe you're not, but this kind of little thing you can use to help you go through it. Okay, we're looking at introducing assignment number 10, which is a personal mission statement. This is not due until week 7, but we wanted to give you enough time to begin to think about what your personal mission statement is. And it's to be a 3 to 5 page MLA formatted paper. And you're to answer these 3 questions as part of your response in this paper. How can we know ourselves? What is the role of God in our vocational calling? And how does it apply to your day-to-day life? So don't forget to write up your thesis statement. You should have something of those 3 questions as part of your thesis statement. And then go on to write the body of your paper. Don't forget that we also want you to make sure that you incorporate your readings into this. Don't forget to that you're going to need to do a works cited page. And by the way, the works cited page is not part of the 3 to 5 pages in this particular paper. Okay, we're going on to the discussion board. Looking at the discussion board, what we want you to do is to answer the questions. Are you satisfied with the way you spend your time? In this particular discussion board, what we want you to do is to begin to look at how you can effectively use the information in Covey to help you answer some of these questions. So don't forget to incorporate that as part of this. Don't forget your procrastination work chart, the flow chart as it went through. And then, of course, I promised you we would look at to find where the personal sample, personal mission statement sample paper. So it is located in your resources, your lesson 3. There it is. So you can go and click on it at any time, look at it, and use it as a guide to help you how to write a good personal mission statement. Okay, that's it for this week. If you have any questions or concerns, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'm happy to work with any of you at any time. Thanks and have a great week.